Hi, my name is Donna Simpson, and I recently moved to downtown New London, and now we're in Harbour Towers. I was surprised at how spoiled I was. Having a house, we had a great house. Everybody would walk into our house and say, this is super. They called it an executive ranch, and it just went on and on and on. And so we had rooms for everything, and we had long views in the house, so you felt like you had a lot of space. Some of the condo complexes that we looked at in this general area, Stonington, New London, Niantic, the layouts were such that you never got that feeling of space, even if the square footage was identical or almost identical. Here at Harbour Towers, there's a couple things going for it. One, there are so many different layouts of the actual units that almost anything you could like. As a matter of fact, Brian and I ended up choosing one that was not what we thought we were going to choose. But we found that we wanted that long feeling and that feeling of space. So we ended up getting one where the kitchen, the dining room, living room is essentially a great room that you can arrange the way is good for you. We also were lucky enough to be able to get an end unit and a unit on the street side. So in our particular case, we're looking out at the water from everywhere. So I can't believe we were in the water, by the water, both in our last place and in our Waterford house. So it's not like it's a new thing, but I think it's the height as well. You get this vista that we hadn't had before, even when we were closer. And the New London lights are fun. I mean, I thought that I might not like it. I even got room darkening shades in our bedroom because I thought that might be an issue. It's not a problem at all. It's really cool. And here, another thing I like is our house had been built in the 50s, and so the windows, even with all the caulking and stuff that we did, you could feel, especially when the wind was blowing. Here I believe they call them hurricane windows, and you can't feel anything. Not only in terms of drafts and things like that, but you can't hear. It is just amazing. You open the window, and then you close the window, and you can see there's traffic there, but you can't hear it. So that's cool. I really love that. I love the feeling of, we have a little balcony, and the sliding glass doors over the balcony, it's so smooth, and then it clicks. It's not like your normal sliding glass door, even in a house. It's an upgrade, I believe. It's got the, I forget, what do you call it? Radiant heat. It's got radiant heat in the floor. How to get spoiled really quickly. As a matter of fact, we keep turning it down because we're finding it a little too warm, because we're not used to being that warm everywhere in our home. So we like that. We also were really lucky, and I think there's still units available to do this. When we chose our unit here at Harbour Towers, it was essentially concrete. I mean, it was a box. And so the basic floor layout was there. Of course, the windows and all that stuff were there. But we had an opportunity through the developer. We had choices on our finish, the floors, the cabinetry. I don't know, there was a lot of different things we could do. Countertops were a big one, because in our unit there's so much countertop that was a big statement. And the other thing that I loved, that I really hated to give up, was our gas fireplace. I didn't have to give it up. We have one. So that was really nice. And the thing that impressed me the most, we've never built from the bottom up. We've done a lot of remodels, but we've never built from the bottom up. So this was like my opportunity to do that. My husband was more than happy to, if you're happy, honey, I'm happy, one of those, So what really was nice, working with the guys that are staff here at Harbour Towers, was the guys and gals, really the whole crew. They made you feel like they were helping you build what you wanted, what you needed, and they weren't happy unless you were happy. And everything was like, oh, that's no big deal. That's no big deal. Like sometimes I wasn't even sure if I was asking too much, or it was just from the get-go, from the sales pitch to the final move-in, there was not a hitch in terms of what was said and what was actually done. I can be a pain in the neck in terms of, I expect people to do what they say they're going to do, and that doesn't always happen. And that was our experience here. And I'll tell you, I would talk to anyone who's interested in coming in here, and I'll tell you exactly what the scoop is. And that's the way I am. Anybody who knows me knows that's the way I am. So, and I really mean that as a true offer, because this was a good decision for us, and we see it, well, I've already said, and when I say it, you know it goes. They're taking me out of here either to go to a rest home someplace, so they'll be wheeling me out, or I'm going out because it's my last stop, because I'm living here forever. This is it.